Hello, church. Happy Friday to you. Another week in the books. Hope you're doing well. Um, for me, it's been a harder week. Maybe just as the time has gone on, it feels like I'm kind of in this lull of, I've been missing being together, and I think it was especially hard for me this week. Just another week not being able to gather as our people and to get to meet people face to face and maybe like you, if you're like me, it's really starting to wear on you. Um, so this week, maybe it's especially hard because we're talking about a passage about the community of believers and what the church is all about. So um, take heart in that. Hopefully we can be encouraged this week with the community that we do have, even if can be discouraging not to be meeting together. But with that in mind, I wanted to just come to you, give you a brief update about our sermon and our service on Sunday, as well as some special announcements that you want to pay attention to that really fittingly are an application of our sermon from Acts chapter 2. So our passage this week, as we continue our journey through Acts, Acts 2, 42 through 47. And really this is a classic passage of looking at the early church and what defined them as a church and really the unique community that as we are indwelled by the Holy Spirit, as He forms a community of believers, this is really what He creates, the type of community that He creates. And it's exciting to be a part of. It's unlike anything else that we can think about, really, any community that exists. So we're going to talk about the foundation of that community this Sunday, that it is or three things that form the foundation, that it is driven by the Word, fueled by the Word, that it's a foundation that's deeply devoted to others, to each other, and that we have a passionate heart of worship. Really, that's the foundation. And then, as we'll see in verses 43 to 47, that we're going to look at five markers, five ways that we can see fruit from this foundation. So I'm excited to be with you on Sunday and in our live stream, and excited to sing together, even though we won't be physically together, but knowing that you're singing with me, and knowing that as I'm preaching that I can visualize people listening and watching, and that's an encouragement to me, even though it's not like we would want. But I just know that encourages me. So that's where we're going Sunday. And then as we think about, how can we apply that message, we've got some specific ways that we can apply Sunday's message in the life of our church, even now. The first is this. As many of you know, the Price family, Todd and Pamela and their family, have returned to Kansas City for, potentially up to 2 years. So they are in the midst of relocating. They've found a place to live, and so a tangible way that we can help them out is by serving them physically and giving them their physical needs, helping them with practical things that they need in their home. So we've sent out an email this Wednesday. You probably got it. I believe it was yesterday or Wednesday. An email that just is a link to the needs that they have and practical ways that we can serve our missionary partners and members of our church, longtime faithful members of our church. And so we want to help them. We want to serve them. And so let's come alongside them. Let's show them our love and our care for how the Lord is working in their lives and ways that we can grow through that. So that's one announcement, that we're going to be supporting them and getting them what they need to get their house in order and different things. And the second way we can apply this message is, so we're starting a new men's Bible study, starting on Tuesday mornings, April 28th at 6 a.m. in the morning. So Bill Hildebrand is leading that group. It's going to meet over Zoom bright and early, going through the book of 2 Timothy. So I would invite you, if you haven't been a part of a group, if you're a man, you haven't been a part of a men's group for a while, and this is a great way to jump in, to stay connected, to dive into the Word. So reach out. You may have, if you're a man in our church, you probably received an email from us with details and how to contact Bill, and Bill's leading that. So you want to get in touch with him. So I would encourage you. This is a great time to be a part of that new group starting up. And then thirdly, we're going to do something special on Sunday. So right after our service, a few minutes after our service, promptly at 10:30 in the morning, we're going to finish our service and then jump on our Zoom chat, our fellowship chat that we have really each week after the service. But we're going to do something special. We're going to have a dedicated time of prayer to pray to really encourage each other. We're going to share requests that we have as a body. We're going to pray for specific needs that we know about in our community and in our lives. We're going to pray for our country, pray for our nation, pray for the Lord to lead us well through this. Pray for the leaders of our church and other churches in our area that are facing difficult decisions of how do we navigate this? How do we even regather after, in the coming weeks? And what does it look like to care for each other well? And so we're going to spend some time in prayer, because we know as believers that's our first priority. And so we want to do that well. And we, maybe you think, well, I'm not comfortable praying, and that's okay. I would invite you, jump on this chat and just listen, just be prayed for, and feel the love of Jesus through the prayers of others. So again, I'm excited to join you on Sunday, and again, just looking forward to continuing to stay connected with you, and we look for ways to do that. So I pray you have a good day, a good weekend, and see you soon.